Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We begin in the name of Almighty Allah, the most magnificent, the ever merciful. We do glorify Him, we praise Him, and of course we do elevate His name as He ought to be elevated. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Once again I extend to you the eternal and of course the universal salutation of peace. May the peace, blessings and mercies of Almighty Allah be upon you and yours. Special thanks going out to DJ Shastri for his previous rendition, and of course to the entire 103.1 FM team for the amazing work as always. A most pleasant good evening going out to one and all on this beautiful Wednesday evening. I'm your host and brother in humanity, Imam Ghani, here in your company on this, the 28th day of fasting here in Trinidad and Tobago during the course of the holy month of Ramadan for the year 2026, according to the Islamic calendar for the year 1447. So basically we are now counting down the days towards the end of the month of Ramadan. Of course, we'll be looking for the moon Thursday evening. If the moon is sighted, Friday will be Eid. If the moon is not sighted, the observance of Eid will then be on the Saturday. Tonight also is the final odd night of the month of Ramadan for the year 2026. So it's an opportunity to search for Laylatul Qadr tonight as well. Well, the time for the breaking of the fast this evening is 6:20 p.m. The time to stop eating tomorrow morning is 4:56 a.m. So as we are now coming to the end of this day, the end of the 28th day of fasting here in Trinidad and Tobago, of course, allow me now to take the opportunity to officially welcome you live on air, live on the internet, and of course live across our social feeds as well for another segment of Iftaar with the Imam for the year 2026. As always, I must add, it's indeed an absolute honor and of course a personal pleasure to be in your company once again. Thank you so much for the pleasure of your company. May the peace, blessings and the mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. Well, on the program this evening, I'll be talking about a very important concept that we must take into deep consideration heading towards the end of the month of Ramadan, and that is, how do you maintain your good habits post Ramadan? I mean, we go through the entire month of Ramadan trying to develop good habits. The challenge really is when the month of Ramadan comes to an end, how do you maintain those good habits? So that's our talking point coming up in just a short bit. Also, I've got a few beautiful Islamic selections coming your way as well, and I'll be taking you through to the live breaking of the fast right here on 103.1 FM. I also must take the opportunity as well to say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this evening is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Presidential Insurance Company Limited, Chief Brand Products Limited, The Price Club Supermarket, Top Gear Auto Parts and Services, and City Furniture Limited. Well, at this point, we now jump into a short opening prayer. All praises are due to Almighty Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Magnificent, the Merciful, Master of the Day of Judgment. O Allah, it is you do we worship, and from you only do we ask for help. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those upon whom you have bestowed your favor, not the path of those who have evoked your anger, nor the path of those who have gone astray. Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen. Well, at this point in the program, we now get into our short lecture segment, and like I mentioned a bit earlier on this evening, I'll be talking about a very important concept, and that concept is how to maintain the good habits you would have inculcated throughout the course of the month of Ramadan. How do you maintain it post Ramadan? So as we speak, the end of the holy month of Ramadan for the year 2026 is very quickly bearing down upon us with the passing of every single moment. And within a very short while, the holy month of Ramadan will be departing our doors, whether it's on the Friday or on the Saturday. We will indeed be bidding farewell to one of the most spiritually uplifting periods on the Islamic calendar. The month of Ramadan, quite simply, is a period of self-reflection, self-growth, and of course self-discipline. During this entire month, we tried our very best to remain focused on fasting, to remain focused on prayer, acts of charity, and of course self-improvement. However, it is equally important to carry forward these perspectives, to carry forward these positive changes in your life beyond the holy month of Ramadan, and to try your best to integrate them into your day-to-day life. It is absolutely crucial to continue practicing regular prayer and to continue to maintain a strong connection with your spirituality outside of the month of Ramadan as well. Good and positive actions are not only limited to the month of Ramadan alone. It is a means of seeking guidance, finding solace, and of course nurturing your relationship with Almighty Allah. And by establishing a consistent prayer routine, you can sustain the spiritual momentum that you were able to gain throughout the course of the month of Ramadan. And then you will most definitely be able to experience its profound benefits throughout the entire year as well. Furthermore, the acts of fasting during the month of Ramadan teaches us self-discipline. We're able to learn self-control, and we're able to learn empathy. Again, it is absolutely essential to maintain these wonderful qualities even when the month of Ramadan has indeed come to an end. So practicing self-discipline allows you to overcome temptations. It allows you to make conscious choices that will then align with your values and your goals. So whether it's refraining from harmful habits, managing your time effectively, or simply maintaining a healthy lifestyle, self-discipline, that quality that we learned throughout the entire month of Ramadan, plays a significant role in your personal growth and in your development as well. So it is extremely important that from now we begin to throw into motion a holistic approach to your post-Ramadan planning, so that eventually when the month of Ramadan eventually departs, when the month of Ramadan leaves our presence, so to speak, we would be able to safeguard the maximum possible benefits that we were able to achieve throughout the course of the entire month of Ramadan. Always remember that the month of Ramadan is a tool that can be used to assist one in achieving a higher level of spirituality. It is also a period of the year where one must aspire to inculcate new habits into his lifestyle. Sometimes trying to inculcate a new habit is easier said than done. Adopting a new habit can sometimes be very, very intimidating, and one tends to lose hope very, very quickly. So the big question is, how does one go about building and maintaining these good habits? What is the process that one must use in order to build good traits, in order to build new habits that will most definitely last a lifetime? We are not talking about short term, we are aiming long term. So this evening I want to share with you 5 simple points, 5 basic simple points that can help you with developing and maintaining, most importantly, the good habits that you were able to accomplish throughout the course of this wonderful month of Ramadan. So let's take a quick look at that particular process. Understanding how to build new habits and to maintain new habits is essential for making progress in every aspect of your life. So firstly, maintain good levels of spiritual connectivity. When the month of Ramadan comes to an end, it's important, that you keep in front of you, what were you able to accomplish in the month of Ramadan? That's the first question you need to be asking yourself. Take a look back. Take a moment to analyze your month of Ramadan and ask yourself, what was I actually able to accomplish? What was I able to achieve? Okay, fine. Now that you have that data in front of you, now you then begin to put measures in place to maintain all of the good aspects of spirituality that you were able to accomplish in the month of Ramadan. Whether it was with regards to fasting, with regards to prayer, with regards to charity, with regards to community work, whatever it is, whatever you were able to do on a good level throughout the course of the month of Ramadan, make the firm intention to maintain those levels of your spiritual connectivity. Secondly, start off with small bites. As you now transition from the month of Ramadan to the post-Ramadan period, it's important that you start with small bites. Bite off only that amount that you can chew. Don't try to overwhelm yourself by doing too much all at once. Remember that small but steady steps will eventually lead to great things. So make your goals so easy for yourself that you simply cannot say no. Rather than trying to read the Quran for 1 hour per day, Start by reading for 5 minutes a day, and then once you have established that, that's your foundation that you can then build on. Make it so easy enough for yourself that you can get it done quite easily. And that applies to any good deed that you were able to maintain, you were able to establish in the month of Ramadan. That's the process that you can use. Make your goals so simple that you cannot say no to yourself. Thirdly, increase your habits in small but consistent ways. Whatever habits you were able to accomplish, good habits in the month of Ramadan, increase your habit in small amounts that may go undetected by your body and your mind. The name of your game is to trick your body and your mind into accepting these small but gradual amounts of change that will eventually then contribute to your overall progress. And that's the trick. Success is a few simple disciplines. Practice every single day consistently. While failure, on the other hand, is simply a few errors in judgments repeated every single day. So basically, in a nutshell, whatever you repeat will eventually materialize in your life. If you repeat disciplines, good habits, that eventually will materialize. If on the other hand you become negligent and you repeat those aspects on a day-to-day basis, the negative aspects, unfortunately, that is what will materialize in your life. 1% of good improvements, they will begin to add up surprisingly so very fast. And rather than trying to do something amazing from the beginning, start small and gradually build yourself up, gradually improve. And along the way, your willpower and your motivation will increase, which will make it much easier for you to stick to your habits for good. Number 4, be persistent in your newfound habits. Resolve to persist in the new behavior, in your new good habits, until it is so automatic, so easy, that it literally now becomes your second nature. And you feel uncomfortable when you do not do what you have decided to do. If you were in the habits of praying and you were able to establish that in your life, continue to persist along a particular path. So even when you are unable to pray, you feel uncomfortable. You feel as though you have missed something, because nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving forward. You will have to keep going no matter the obstacles you will have to deal with, and you will need to possess the energy that keeps you going. And the process of success takes time to develop, which means to say that you will most definitely have to go through trials. You will have to go through errors along the way. But instead of giving up due to the mistakes you made, you need to learn from them and to improve yourself. Once you have a mindset of improvement, that is the first stepping stone to success. And all the while, you are gaining valuable knowledge and experience as you work towards accomplishing your goals. You can never become complacent on your journey towards success. Yes, of course, you will face stumbling blocks, but you must not allow them to paralyze your actions. You must learn to continue moving on, moving forward despite the setbacks you have experienced. Nobody was born a champion. Nobody became a champion overnight. They all kept at it, hour after hour, day after day, repetition after repetition, until eventually they got it right. It does not matter if you make one mistake or many mistakes. What matters is that you learn from your mistakes and you improve your performance the next time around. Remember, success is a journey that many people unfortunately have no patience for, or they do not have the courage for. You need to have both. You need to have the patience and the courage if you want to finally meet your destination of success. You cannot give in to your own self-doubts. You have to remain strong, and you have to be your biggest motivator, because not many people will believe in your vision. And finally, set incentives for yourself and reward yourself every time you are able to achieve one of your goals, or every time you are able to maintain one of your good habits that you were able to discover in the month of Ramadan. Reward yourself whenever you reach an important milestone or achieve a specific goal. Have something to look forward to. That will help to increase your motivation, and it will make it easier to flow through with your tasks. Rewarding yourself helps you to become self-motivated. It helps to develop that internal drive that is so deeply required to build and to maintain these new habits. By rewarding yourself in the moment, your brain detects these positive emotions, leading to the realization that your efforts result in positive reward. So if you can follow these 5 simple steps: firstly, maintain good spiritual levels. Number 2, start off with small bites. Thirdly, increase your habits in very small ways. Fourthly, be persistent in your newfound habits. And finally, set incentives for yourself and reward yourself. If you can accomplish these 5 simple basic steps, I can assure you, you will be well on your way post Ramadan to accomplish great things, and it will definitely become so much easier to develop, to maintain, and to inculcate good and new habits. May Almighty Allah make it easy upon us, and may Almighty Allah continue to guide us towards all that is good in this life as well as in the life of the hereafter.
Whoa, 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 yeah. I'm sitting here on this mountain. I'm thinking about your creation. It's so beautiful out here. A symphony of nature. Oh, it's taking my breath away. I'm so blessed out here today. Yeah, Allah, 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 Allah. I see the sun, the stars, the moon. I join them all in praising you. Allah, 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 Allah. I feel alive and I feel so good. I feel so close to you. Oh, oh. Looking out at the ocean that makes us blue to the universe. Hey, wish I could see the world from space. Yeah, Subhanallah, the Creator. Oh, and it's taking my breath away. Hey, I'm so thankful I can say, just say Allah, 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 Allah. I see the sun, the stars, the moon. I join them all in praising you. Allah, 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 Allah. I feel alive and I feel so good. I feel so close to you. Oh, oh. And everywhere I look around me, your creation's so wonderful. And the more that I think about it, makes me love you even more. How the river finds the way to the valley, it's just so magical. And the way the night turns into day, it's a miracle. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, 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 oh, I love it.
Well, the time now in Trinidad and Tobago is 6:20 p.m. It's now time for the live breaking of the fast right here on 103.1 FM. The breaking of the fast this evening is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Presidential Insurance Company Limited, Chief Brand Products Limited, the Price Club Supermarket, Top Gear Auto Parts and Services, and City Furniture Limited. And now that we have come to the end of the 28th day of fasting during the course of the holy month of Ramadan, once again we break our fast with a very special prayer, and that prayer is ذهب الظمأ وابتلت العروق وثبت الأجر إن شاء الله تعالى اللهم لك صمت وعلى رزقك أفطرت. That the thirst is now gone and the veins are now moistened, and the reward will be guaranteed from Almighty Allah if Allah wills. O Allah, for you I have fasted this day, and O Allah, I break the fast with the sustenance that you have provided for me. And of course, as another day in the month of Ramadan takes by, we pray most earnestly that Almighty Allah accept our efforts this day. May He accept all of our efforts throughout the course of the month of Ramadan, and may Almighty Allah grant us a due reward in this life as well as in the life of the hereafter, and may He grant us the energy and the strength to continue to forge on through the month of Ramadan in a most positive manner indeed.
Allah أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة
دعاء after adhan. اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آت محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة وبعثه مقاما محمودا الذي وعدته. O Allah, Lord of this perfect call and this prayer to be established, grant Muhammad al-Wasila a high and special place in Jannah, and al-Fadila a rank above the rest of creation, and raise him to a praise platform which you have promised him.
Presidential Insurance Company specializes in all classes of motor insurance. Presidential are also experts in fire and marine insurance and workmen's compensation. For total insurance coverage, think Presidential. Call or visit Presidential's main office at 54 Richmond Street, Port of Spain. Telephone 625-4788 or 625-4769. You may also visit any of their branches at Chaguanas, Couva, Curep, Point Fortin, Princestown, Pinal, Sangre Grande or San Fernando. Think insurance. Think big. Think Presidential now.
At the Price Club, they're always committed to excellence. They provide well-stocked lanes with grocery, gift and religious items, a vegetable and meat section, car care and household department, and a home and garden section. Their wide, spacious aisles provide you with an extremely convenient and comfortable shopping experience. And their friendly staff is always willing to assist you. Ample and secured on-site parking is available. The Price Club Supermarket, the low price leader, Ramsaran Street, Chaguanas.
For the best results, even professional bakers depend on the right baking powder, and so should you. Use Chief baking powder and add fluffy perfection to your bread, pastries, and cakes. Make your roti, bara, and pilari soft and light, and homemade bake that's nice and tender. And don't forget, Chief baking powder comes from a tradition of quality that the Chief brand is famous for.
Chief Baking Powder, the rise to perfection.
Yes, indeed, you have been listening to Iftaar with the Imam right here on 103.1 FM as we have now come to the end of the 28th day of fasting during the course of the month of Ramadan for this year. And now we have entered into the 29th night as of now, which is of course the final odd night in the last 10 nights of the holy month of Ramadan. Tonight is basically the last opportunity to seek out Laylatul Qadr, to seek out the night of power, and of course to secure for yourselves the blessings of 1,000 months in worship. I must take the opportunity as well to say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this evening has been brought to you through the kind courtesies of Presidential Insurance Company Limited, Chief Brand Products Limited, the Price Club Supermarket, Top Gear Auto Parts and Services, and City Furniture Limited. Special salams and greetings of peace going out to you and yours. Thank you so much for the pleasure of your company. May the blessings and the mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. Of course, it was indeed an absolute pleasure to be in your company over the past half an hour or so. By all means, do catch me tomorrow evening for another segment of Iftar with the Imam. Also, you can join me tomorrow morning from as early as 3 a.m. as we continue on with special Ramadan programming right here on 103.1 FM. Well, I'm your host and brother in humanity, Imam Sarfraz Ghani, signing out for this evening. Until we meet again, please do have an extremely blessed evening. Stay safe, stay in the mercy of the Almighty. Much love and may the peace, blessings and mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. Up next is news at 6:30, after which Kavita Maharaj will be in your company. Most definitely, do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM for more inspirational and motivational programming. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Everything I have, everything I own, everything I eat.